they'll lynch you. But he did, and he laughs at
Hello, West Ham Network. It's Holly, and today we are going to be talking about our latest signing and the role that he could play in our starting 11. Now, we are, of course, talking about the brilliant Mohamed Kudus. He left Ghana at the age of 10. He went to Denmark. He moved to Amsterdam, and he is now expected to hit the ground running at West Ham. It's safe to say that hopes are very, very high. In the Ironcast interview that he did with the club, he looks really down to earth and he sounds very driven. So he seems to be very ambitious as well as talented. When he was asked to describe the way that he plays, my favourite thing was that he answered saying that he likes to entertain the fans and that fans should expect entertainment. He then went on to say that his key strengths were his dribbling ability, strength and finishing. As fans, is that not everything that you want to hear? He's calm, he's confident. We've seen the highlights clips, we've got excited, we've been blown away. And now he's chatting about how fans should expect to be entertained. And that's one of the things that we've really wanted to see for a while, is a really exciting style of play. As well as grinding out results, we want to see that fun in the game. And obviously, we're hoping that he can do exactly this at West Ham. But can you imagine him bringing the ball forwards on top of the threat that we now have from long balls and set pieces? Incredible. But there is one major question, and that is, where does Kudus actually play for us? Now, I was so excited about the signing of this player that I basically took the approach of, we'll worry about that when it comes to it. But it is almost time now for the Luton game, and we actually need to work out where we are going to play him. So currently, most of us are assuming that he's going to replace Benrahma because Kudus, Bowen and Antonio would be the most likely trio to score some serious goals and get us some really good results. But we are missing out on one huge piece of information here over that side. So in fact, last season, he didn't play on the left-hand side once. So is it actually a good idea to spend around £40 million on a player and then play him out of position? Arguably not, but based on his interview, he'll be happy to prove himself wherever he's given the opportunity. But is this going to impact his ability to score? So taking a look at these stats here, in his activity from last season, in Kudus's 17 games on the right wing, he scored 7 goals and got 4 assists. In 16 games as a centre forward, he got 9 goals with 2 assists, obviously both incredible stats there. And in 9 games from attacking midfield, he got 2 goals and 1 assist. Essentially, it could be quite a risk to play him in a new position. However, he is left-footed and he clearly can score from the wing. My only fear is that from the clips I've seen, he appears to be very left-footed. Like, I'm talking, he's knocking the ball, dribbling the ball, everything with his left foot, meaning from that left wing, he'd probably be unlikely to score as many goals, but could provide some great assists. And obviously, if he can get in front of goal and work his way in, it shouldn't be an issue. But I don't think it will be as easy for him to naturally score goals as he has been from the positions where he plays a lot. Obviously, there's a reason that he has played in those positions as well. So should we play him in position at centre mid, right wing, or as a striker like he's used to? Who would he actually replace out of Paqueta, Bowen or Antonio, in your opinion? Let us know what you think in the comments. It's obviously a big decision, and it might be one where we've just got to stick him in those positions, see what happens, and go from there. I've also seen some people suggesting that we play Kudus on the right and switch Bowen over to the left. But in my opinion, Bowen is playing really well and is nowhere near as effective on the left, so I wouldn't really want to mess with that. But do you think that's worth trying? Let us know your thoughts. Then, just to throw something completely different into the mix, we now have the quality in midfield where we could actually do that mystical thing that we've heard of called squad rotation. Could we see Kudus introduced slowly, perhaps sharing game time with Benny, seeing how he gets on, and then maybe swapping him in for different players? That could be the best approach to work out where we can play him, what he can bring in different positions, and manage it fairly in a way that isn't going to suddenly be a massive shock to the squad. And for us to be able to manage Premier League performances and European football properly, we need this squad depth and the ability to change based on tactics and tiredness and stop fatigue. So this is another incredible thing that an extra player in these positions is going to bring. So basically, while it's a bit of a challenge, it's definitely a very, very good problem to have. We basically have too many good players in those positions to choose from at the moment. Who'd have thought it? Not me, if you'd have asked about 3 weeks ago. And based on everything that I've been seeing, it doesn't sound as though Kudus actually trained yesterday with the team. So it is unlikely that he'll be starting against Luton on Friday. But what do you think that we will do? If I had to guess, I would say he'll start on the bench and come on for Benny somewhere around the 60th minute, as long as we're not clinging on. So here is hoping for some early goals and positive performance so we can try some new things out. We didn't get the pre-season with some of these new players, but if we can actually get some good scorelines going quite early, we can try a few things and it won't be a massive risk. So let's try and do that. And Luton would be a very good game to do that. Just take it to them. That's all we want to see. It's still looking likely as well that Stuyton and the team are going to be bringing some new faces in before the close of the transfer window. So I'm sure there will be more players to balance, but let us know in the comments where you see Kudus playing and who he replaces or how we manage his game time. And what would you actually want to see from that first game? Are you going to be disappointed if he doesn't start? Or do you think that that's fair that he doesn't start and we bring him on? Let us know. That is all from me for this afternoon, but tune in for your Hammers headlines at 5 p.m, where I will be running through some of today's top stories. As always, in the transfer window, we have got loads going on. We've got 2 days until the window closes, but there's many stories going on. Make sure you've subscribed to the channels and remember the channel. There's only one channel, the West Ham Network channel. And remember that we have a Europa League draw, deadline day, and Luton versus West Ham extravaganza on Friday. So keep an eye out for all of that content coming your way. Until next time, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching and come on you Irons.